Welcome to Our Kids, sponsored by Jefferson County Public Schools. I'm Atherton High School correspondent Bianca Phoenix. This December, we're taking a look at our Academies of Louisville programs, how students are using their musical talents, and how students are starting their day off on the right foot. The Urban Agriculture Academy at Seneca High School is the only program in the state of Kentucky. The Academy of Louisville program gives students interactive experiences.
The vet science class is cleaning out cages of our guinea pigs, our two bunnies, Oreo and CJ.
But we're accessing a vein that's in their neck, so what do we want to do?
We are currently at Seneca High School. You are now in my veterinary science class. We just went over dog handling and restraints used in a medical practice in the veterinary clinic.
So some of them lay like the dark ones, some of them lay like the bluish ones.
The chickens are their first introduction to production ag. They love being able to feed, they love being able to collect the chickens.
When I was in middle school, I first looked at it and it looked kind of interesting, and I always had a passion for the animals, so I figured it'd be a good place to go.
This program has had my heart since I was a little middle schooler when my sister was here. I liked how you have such hands-on work with animals and plants and mechanics, and to be here and to live in it while we're starting to build up more and more for the future is just amazing.
We are the only urban ag program in the state of Kentucky, so we're very, very unique, and I'm very proud to be a part of this program. And this program allows students to use those hands-on skills and really apply that for their life outside of high school.
I like it all. It's different. You don't know what you're going to be doing. Like sometimes we just come out here and we just feed them and all that. And
I came in here the first time and they had a bunch of animals and I was like, whoa, that's new. I've never had a class like that before where you actively work hands-on, and this is a very hands-on program.
The responsibility aspect is super, super important. And then also just the professionalism. As you see, a lot of them are wearing scrubs in that workplace. That's something that they're gonna have to do every day.
We learn more than just the basics of animal care. We learn about terminology for medical work. We learn about injections and how to safely do those types of things. And then we also learn skills throughout this as leadership and career-ready skills that a normal math class wouldn't teach you.
Really putting them in that real-life situation of, okay, this is what we're preparing for. So setting them up for success after high school is very important.
The University of Louisville Brandeis School of Law has partnered with Central High School to provide teaching and mentoring for Central's law program.
Okay, we got two teams. Team 1, Team 2. You can use your books.
So today we're here at Central High School. This is the Law and Government Magnet. And today we have some of our law students coming in to teach our sophomore street law.
You have to make your case beyond a reasonable doubt.
And so we have law students come, they get to network, and our students get to learn more about the law.
I absolutely love the opportunity to teach at Central. It's a way to give back to my community in a sense that really gives me a purpose. And as much as I'm learning alongside the kids, being in law school myself, it's very rewarding to be able to go to them and answer questions beyond what their textbook gives, and just to give them some insight into law school as well.
Definitely the way they teach, it helps me learn better than most of my classes.
Students get to interact with law students, ask them questions, while also kind of piquing their interest to see what type of legal career they might be interested in when they graduate.
For pretty much my whole life, I wanted to be a lawyer. I've had a thing about civil law and criminal law and stuff like that.
So our goal is to make sure that our students are ready and active to be citizens that are ready to really take charge.
Yes, sir. Okay, this side, you all ready?
As a JCPS alum, I know what it's like to go through JCPS, and these programs inside these high schools are really essential in helping students figure out what they want to be, because college comes quick and careers follow right after that. So I think it's important.
The different types of ways that you can settle dispute.
And then our students are able to network early. So if they do decide to go to law school, or even if they pursue another legal career, they're often already able to know legal professionals before they even go to law school.
It's just helping us learn better on the different things about the law.
Arbitration. Yes.
Fairdale High School students visited Louisville Metro's cybersecurity operations. Students got a tour of the facilities to see how they're keeping data safe and fighting cybercrime.
If you see something here, please do not share it outside this room.
I'm from Fairdale High School. We are here at Louisville Metro Government. My students needed an opportunity to see what cybersecurity really looks like on a day-to-day basis.
As you can see, in the last 24 hours, we've had almost 12,000 suspicious or dangerous emails.
We do so much theory in the classroom that the students just assume that you sit behind a computer and maybe code. So being able to be here to see what actually happens on a day-to-day basis in Louisville is pretty exciting for us.
We are trying to learn what actually they track, especially across their networks and stuff, everything, because that's especially what I'm going to be trying to do. I'm especially interested in this.
So any of your employees like trying to install anything on their phones?
Yes, good. That's a good question. Yes, all our phones are managed. We know exactly where they are in the world. We know what apps are installed on them.
Oh, this is the perfect place to see this. Yeah, the screens that we just saw really blew some kids' minds. Their jaws dropped as we walked through the floor or through the door, so it was pretty fun.
So those are some of the things that we look for in people that when we're looking for people to come work for us.
Yeah, this is amazing for me because like I get to actually see what people actually do in this field, and it's really interesting for me. It's really cool, and I'm very grateful for this opportunity.
I had a student a minute ago say, I couldn't really hear him very well. Do you think I could ask him some more questions? So just to see a student that sits kind of off to the side in a classroom and then get here and latch onto every word that he says is a really powerful experience for us.
It's really nice because I can have any questions I have, any type of concerns I have, I can just ask him and he could explain it better than probably anyone could anywhere else.
And it's been proven at certain levels that that's going on.
I want them to really understand what the workforce looks like and know that in order to be successful in this career, it does require a little bit of work, but that it's also really exciting.
At Stuart Middle School, the Spartan Drumline has come a long way in the 4 years since it was created.
1, 2, and 1, 2, ready, go.
I'm Todd Mullins. I'm the band director at Stuart Academy. It was something that I thought about for a few years whenever I first started teaching at Stuart. I tried a couple of other after-school activities that weren't as successful. I actually had a security guard that approached me and said, hey, do you ever think about starting a drum line? And I said, man, I've been wanting to do it for a few years. And I said, maybe this is the time. Let's make it happen. The kids love it. I mean, it's one of the things that I've done here that the kids drive me more than I have to actually drive them to work. I try to end the season a couple times back in February, and they were like, no, we got to keep working. Let's keep going. It started to be maybe a seasonal activity, and now it's moved to being year-long.
I've been a part of the Drumline for 3 years. I just thought it was cool because I'm in band too, and I play clarinet, but I wanted to do percussion, but I really liked clarinet, so I joined to play drums too. I like being able to be loud and releasing my emotions onto the drum.
It kind of refreshed my mind. Just playing, you know, it kind of feels like I'm in peace, kind of, because, you know, at home, it's kind of stressful, but, like playing instruments kind of, like help my mind be straight.
It feels great. It really calms me, even though it's loud. It really calms me being able to do something, and even whenever it comes together, it sounds really nice.
That's the whole reason I became a teacher. I love seeing the drive and the motivation for students to learn music and to have that desire to perform, and it's been a great experience.
The Kentucky Army National Guard landed a Black Hawk helicopter at the Academy at Shawnee. Students got a chance to explore the chopper and talk to the crew.
Just being able to experience something new that they've never done before. I myself haven't even seen a helicopter land before, but they get to talk to the pilots, and we have medvac people here also, so our patient care tech can get some information about that and just something new and exciting for them.
I love it. I ain't gonna lie, I love it. This is fun.
Is this cool?
It's real cool. This is fun. I ain't gonna lie. I've never been in something like this. Never thought in a million years.
but everybody else will have, if you were naval and then you switch to Army, you would still have to go back through Army basic training.
Just opening their eyes to different career opportunities that we have in the field, and it doesn't have to be necessarily military related, but just showing that it can all be connected in different ways.
The JCPS Vision Department, in conjunction with Norton Children's Hospital, held a white cane event at Safety City.
Today is something we've been wanting and waiting to do for quite some time since COVID. We're celebrating White Cane Day today, and students are going to have the opportunity to travel around with their teachers in a controlled environment, practice doing travel in an environment that is safe yet teaches them about travel. They need to learn to use their canes. It's a way for them to be more independent and not have to hold on to someone to guide them around. They will be driving a car. This will be something that most of our students are not going to experience in their lifetime, so this will be something they'll probably remember forever. We have students who are embarrassed. They don't want to use their cane. As they get older, they don't want to look different, and that's what's the beauty of this. They get to be together and use their canes, and oh, this is really cool, this is fun. How do you use yours? And it's just a positive experience for them at a very young age.
At Atherton High School, art students are creating interesting self-portraits.
Okay, so right now we're doing this thing called cyanotypes, and I don't really know what that means actually, but for the project we're doing you have to mix these two chemicals together, and then you put it on a piece of paper, you brush it on a piece of paper, and then when you put it in the sun it turns brown and it looks a little bit weird, and then you have to wash it off and it turns blue. But for this project we put stuff on it so that when it dried it had little patterns on it.
And in art we're doing our self-portraits where we have cyanotypes as the background, and that's where we put ink onto a paper and then we let it sit. And for mine I did water kinda, and I used rubber bands to look like ripples. And then on my face, I just now put my face onto the final background, and I'm shading it. And so far the hardest part has probably been drawing out my hair and shading that.
So right now what we're doing is we have a bunch of different colors of charcoal, and then we're making our face from so we basically had a mirror, right, and then we draw and copy onto what we think we look like right through by looking at the mirror, and then we add highlights and details and stuff through different colors of charcoal, but they don't overlap. And then on the background is this different designs of flowers and stuff, and so we're all making it, and we're using a bunch of different forms of art to make one really cool piece, and I really like it. I think it's really interesting.
We've got more of our favorite JCPS stories coming up. Stay tuned.
I think the most rewarding moment that I've had is seeing a kid for the first time going to kindergarten, and then you've been with that kid until they graduate to 5th grade, going into middle school, and you've been there that whole time. You've guided them, you've helped them, and now you can see the growth in them.
I love my bus driver because she's very nice, she's very sweet, and she helps the kids when they need anything.
We need you! We love our bus drivers. I like how she's so pretty and fun and really nice.
I love the job. The hours are great. It's rewarding getting to work with kids, and I would say it's probably the most favorite job I've had.
Again, if you're looking to be a part of the village, if you're looking to make a difference, being a JCPS bus driver is definitely one of those things where you can do both.
We need you!
JCPS families, it's time to apply for school. All students entering kindergarten and those new to JCPS are required to apply. If you live in the choice zone and your student is entering kindergarten, 6th or 9th grade, you may need to choose between your school options that are close to home or farther away. Explore what's best for your student and apply now on the JCPS website, jefferson.kyschools.us. The deadline for applying is December 20th. We are JCPS.
Welcome back to Our Kids. I'm Atherton High School correspondent Bianca Phoenix. For 15 years, students at Coral Ridge Elementary School have been able to start their day by walking. The purpose of the walking club is to give students a chance to start their day on the right foot.
Smile for the camera. My name is Ellen Baum. I'm at Coral Ridge with my students on the walking club. We walk every morning unless it's below zero or in raining. We come out at 9:15 and walk to 9:40. It gives our students an opportunity to get up out of the hall and walk. They're with their friends. They get fresh air. They get sunshine, vitamin D. They get science lessons when they see the birds and the trees. And it's just better than sitting in the floor and waiting to go to class. We have a lot of customers every morning, and if we don't have it, the whole atmosphere of the school is more frenetic. This calms them down.
I come out to see my friends and get exercise in before the morning, and it's a great way to stimulate your brain so that you're able to learn better.
It's actually a lot peaceful to go outside until the rough day starts. I love hearing the birds and I like seeing the grass because I love seeing nature because they're my favorite parts.
I like it because if your friend's in a different class, this is a time where you can just talk and stuff.
It's a lifelong skill that they need. They need to know, they're on their video games and the TV and their computers all the time. They need to get outside and move.
A Manual High School senior has played for 2 soccer teams this year. Not only did he play for his school, but he also made his professional debut playing for Louisville City FC.
My name is Ibrahim Paracha. I made my professional debut in a friendly against Cancun FC with Louisville City. I got into the game around the 88th minute, and there was around 5 minutes of extra time, so I played for about eight minutes.
It was a very great experience for Ibra. The team supports him a lot in his endeavors there. I do as well. It's a hard thing to do. There are a lot of other players in town that don't get that luxury and that opportunity.
It was a very surreal moment. It was a very cool experience. Just I looked down, I saw my feet, I was like, wow, it's really happening.
Paracha introducing himself to the game.
That's a way to make sure that you go in the stat sheet at the end of the night.
I had practice with my UofL team and Coach Paulo Del Piccolo. He was there training, and Danny, the head coach, asked Paulo for a man for practice. Paulo saw that I performed the day before, and he asked me to come train with them. So it was partly due to luck and good timing, but it was God's plan and everything fell in the right pieces. It was just a great experience, very blessed, and thankful for all the coaching staff for believing in me.
Students in Western High School's new STEM Magnet program are building personal computers with help from JCPS IT and Louisville Geek.
See how these 2 wires here are coming upwards? So you're going to install your fans and see where the little holes are?
We're just building a PC. That's pretty much what we're doing.
So we have 30 of our freshman students who are in the process of actually building their gaming PCs, which will be placed and used in our brand new esports arena, which is coming soon.
We're learning how to install the PC. So we're taking it, we're unscrewing some things and plugging others into.
We're trying to install the cords into the power supply so we can actually get power into the components and stuff.
These 30 freshmen, they actually decided to come to Western because of our video gaming design and development program, which is part of our STEM Magnet, which we're extremely proud of.
I remember in middle school, we went over these different high schools, and everything that was listed under Western just seemed like I wanted to do.
I applied for gaming design and I got that course. I hope to publish games and start my own business making PCs.
There's a box in here.
Yeah, take that out too.
It does keep me interested because I got to learn how to code or more advanced coding. So that is fun to do.
The esports arena is currently in the process of being built. Our goal is to have it open and ready to go for our students to actually use it as a classroom. Western is moving in the right direction and that we will become the top magnet in JCPS. We're getting more and more kids who want to be here because they're interested in the different programs that we offer. We have programs that some other schools don't have available available to them, such as the video gaming, design and development. And again, that's what a lot of kids are interested in, so it gives them the opportunities to tap into their passions and interests through learning.
I haven't done this before, so this is new. Like, I haven't made a PC before, so this is like something new and unique.
It makes me really excited to do it every day. And I kind of didn't really like going through middle school, but with all of this, it makes me really excited to learn.
What started as an idea to go fishing more often turned into a full-blown club at Echo Trail Middle School.
I am Aiden. I'm Chevin. This is Echo Trail Fishing Club. Me and my friend Aiden, we really wanted to fish, but we couldn't find time because of our parents. So we decided to think of a fishing club so we could fish, and so our parents could still work, and so we can also hang out with more friends and meet new friends by making a club.
We just thought it'd be really nice to give other kids a break after school, relieve some stress, just relax. And just chill out for a while, spend time with your friends.
It was a big fish. So how'd you miss it? Bro, did he not hook set or nothing?
A lot of people were interested. A lot of people wanted to help us with the fishing club. So we got around, I think, 12 people now out here at Fishing Club helping us. Feels pretty good. It really makes you feel like it was a good way to use your time. I think it's really cool because you can make friends, you can meet people that you never met, and also one of the things is, you get to hang out with the kids in your school. My favorite part mainly is getting to spend more time with my friends than regular.
I had to go to the very edge of that to cut the excess line that was stuck on my pole.
And getting to see their happy reactions whenever they do get a fish.
I would say fishing with my friends and also teaching people how to fish, helping people out, also just hanging out with my community.
The Lincoln Elementary Performing Arts School climbing crew is back. The club allows kids to learn how to problem solve while getting in a good workout.
I'm Brian Timmons, and this is the Lincoln Performing Arts Elementary School climbing crew. It started originally years ago. It was a program that Lincoln ran, and when I heard that the program wasn't running because they just needed a sponsor, it's always been a hobby of mine and something I enjoy. So I kicked it back up for this year, and we started a fall session. They enjoy it. They see the challenges and also might find a hidden strength physically, something that provides an outlet for them. But ultimately, it's a great way to show them that it's a difficult hobby and something that inherently comes with physical and mental challenges and finding ways to overcome those.
I wanted to join the rock climbing club because I've done this before when they had it years ago because my mom used to host it. And so I really wanted to do it again and see if I could get back into rock climbing to see how much fun it would be. I get to face my fears. I have a fear of falling from heights, and I feel like I get to face it whenever I rock climb. It's a good way to face your fears. My favorite part is probably challenging myself. When I don't know what to do for one of the rock climbing parts, I really need to think hard on it to see if I can do a movement I've never done before or do a same one, and I get to challenge myself outside my limits.
There's such a good analogy there. The routes that you climb in rock climbing, the way they're set up, they're actually called problems. And you have to find your way to solve a problem as you're climbing. To solve the problem or a specific route, you have to go a very specific way about it. And you can go a few steps and then realize maybe you're overwhelmed or in over your head and you need to take a step and jump back off the wall and reevaluate, look up your route, try to plan and coordinate for the next try, and then you keep going, and then ultimately, hopefully it will mean that you get all the way to the top, effectively kind of solving your problems.
Students in the Theory of Knowledge class use the lessons in and out of the classroom.
So this class is specifically designed for full IB diploma candidates, students who are taking all of their classes in the IB program, but you don't have to be a full IB diploma candidate in order to take the course. It's really interesting because it's less of a philosophy course and more a class that teaches you how to think like a philosopher.
Theory of Knowledge is a class that one is required for the IB diploma, but it's where we talk about why we know the things we know. The name kind of speaks for itself. We're questioning what we know, and we're questioning things like data and bias and opinion and misinformation,
and the things that we think we know, do we really know it? How do we know it? Are we biased? Are we influenced by other things?
My favorite part about the class is the people and the teacher, Mr. Tucker. It's a really good group, and so we're all able to communicate our ideas well, and Mr. Tucker is a great teacher and helps us gives us guidance into going to the right direction.
This class is based really on discussion, and I let the students guide a lot of what we do in terms of how they think and the way that they talk and describe their knowledge and the ways that they think about thinking.
I think it is a really great elective to choose, because a lot of times people want to take film studies because it's fun and you get to think, or they want to take an art class to be creative. I think this is a nice middle ground of all of the electives. You get to talk to a bunch of people. The workload is not as high as you would think it is for an IB class. And overall, it's just a really great start to my day, and I think it makes my other classes more interesting just by the fact that I have to start my day by thinking.
5 years ago, Nicole Banks didn't know how to swim. This year, she's the head coach for the first swim team at Grace James Academy.
Good job. Nicole Banks' motivation to learn how to swim was simple.
I got tired of going everywhere and just sitting. I would just be sitting on the side of the pool and walking where I wouldn't be able to touch and go back. And I'm like, okay, no, we're not doing that.
So 5 years ago, here at the Central High School's Dr. Daniel Withers Aquatic and Athletic Center, she took adult swim lessons. Half a decade later,
I didn't think I would be a swim coach, nor an instructor, nor a certified lifeguard.
And in the same building she learned how to swim just 5 years ago, she's the head coach of the first Grace James Gems swim team.
For me to be at 43, learn how to swim, and I'm 49 now, and swimming and a coach is nothing but God. This is my God-given purpose of giving back and helping the community, and it's starting with Grace James Academy.
The team is made up of 15 girls, 3 of which were new to swimming, like 7th grader Kaylin.
My favorite part about being on the swim team is probably my teammates, because they're really encouraging and really nice to me.
If someone's last in one of the laps, they're all cheering, come on, somebody will go back and swim with the other student and just help her get there. And I think it's amazing of the information that they're sharing with each other, the confidence that they're building. They're just gelling with each other, and it's amazing that they're all getting along and love on each other. They're showing a lot of love.
My friends make it so much easier to just swim those 10 seconds, that 1 minute, that 30 seconds, and make it all right.
KK is one of the experienced swimmers for the Gems. And while she might have had knowledge in the water, what she didn't know...
I didn't realize this earlier, but someone told me that we were making history, and I got confused because I was like, we got a swim team before, and they're like, oh, it's the first one. And I was just proud of myself and proud of the girls who stepped up and decided hey, I want to swim team.
It's amazing because this is a sport that probably some of them think they would be able to do, that they wouldn't have a swim team. And the fact that they have a swim team now and they're the first part of it, that's history. So all they're doing is opening the doors for someone else for the next year to join the swim team.
In Our Kids news, students in the health science academies at 4 JCPS high schools recently got the chance to tour Baptist Health Louisville to learn about various careers in the medical field. They even got to try their hand at cutting off a cast. Thanks for watching our show. You can find entire episodes on our JCPS YouTube channel. Until the next time, keep supporting our kids.